local, late breaking. This is WPBF 25 News at 4.
Good afternoon. Happy Monday, and thank you for joining us for WPBF 25 News at 4. I'm Tiffany Kenny.
Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Shayne Wright. Let's get to the biggest stories we're following today. First up, Vice President Kamala Harris touching down in South Florida this afternoon, discussing the impact of climate change ahead of the peak of hurricane season. And week 3 of the Nicholas Cruz sentencing trial back underway this afternoon. Emotional testimony from the doctor who performed autopsies on the victims as prosecutors make their case for Cruz to receive the death penalty.
Nicholas Cruz sentencing trial continues in Broward County.
Right now, they've just started victim impact statements, and we take a live look in the courtroom as families of the victims are reading those statements right now. Some of the family members in the courtroom really getting emotional throughout today's proceedings. Our Angela Rozier has been following this case since it started 3 weeks ago and joins us now from outside the courtroom with what else we've learned.
Again,
devastating floods continue to impact the state of Kentucky as more rain falls today. 35 people have died. Officials believe that number will only get higher. Among the victims caught in the fast rising water, right there, 4 siblings aged 2 to 8 years old. The force of the current ripping those children from their parents. The state's governor says hundreds remain unaccounted for at this hour. Homes, roads, and bridges just swept away in that water. Thousands of people now displaced, and with more rain today, conditions could get even worse.
It is just so devastating. And
up in Orlando, police are still looking for the person who shot into a crowd of people, injuring 7. It happened around 2 o'clock yesterday morning, right as the bars and restaurants in that area were closing in the downtown area. Police say a fight broke out and a person involved pulled out a gun and just started shooting. Police are looking through surveillance video right now, but say they need help from the community to find that shooter.
Or arriving, PBIA right now coming in on time. Now that's some good news.
That's some good news. Some more good news right here, Tiff. Today at Jensen Beach Barbershop holding a back to school event. 772 Barbershop is giving out free food, free haircuts, some hair braiding, and some school supplies. How about that? It's happening right now. Goes until 6 this evening for kids ages 4 and up. No need to make an appointment. You can just walk in.
To celebrating the life of an NBA giant on and off the court.
Huge loss in the sports world. Bill Russell won more championships than any other player in NBA history. He was also a towering figure in the civil rights movement. ABC's TJ Holmes has more on his life and the legacy he left.
The sports world.
All right, did you go to movies this weekend? Oh,
I
you were
did
busy.
not.
You're
I
traveling.
I was hiking.
She was all just enjoying herself all across this great country. Checking on the weekend box office, if you did go to the movies, Thor: Love of Thunder fell to 3rd place. $13.1 million gave the Marvel movie a domestic total of $302 million. And after one weekend at the top, Jordan Peele's Nope fell to 2nd place. $18.6 million gave the horror mystery a 10-day domestic total of $81 million.
I'm going to see that tomorrow night, though, I think. $5 movie night.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. And yeah, I think I'm going too.
Yeah.
We got to talk about this.
All right, well, we'll get it on the calendar.
That's right. DC League of Super Pets is the #1 movie. There it is, $23 million in its opening weekend. A major crash in Boynton Beach on Seacrest Boulevard late this afternoon. Look at this. This is what is left of the car involved. 2 people were injured. One was airlifted to a trauma center. We're still waiting for an update on their conditions at this hour. Plus, Russia says there is no deal on a prisoner swap offered by the U.S. involving WNBA star Brittany Griner. The Biden administration is attempting to exchange Victor Bout, a convicted Russian arms trafficker serving a 25-year sentence in the U.S. prison, with 2 Americans, Griner and Paul Whelan, who's accused of spying. But right now, we are feeling the heat outside as the Saharan dust keeps us dry, of course, and just a little bit dusty.
First warning meteorologist Glenn Glazer.
And developing right now, 2 people arrested in connection to a deadly shooting that happened earlier this week in Lake Worth Beach. Deputies say they found a man dead on South End Street just after midnight on Tuesday. Jesse Klee and Jacqueline Herr were arrested and booked into the Palm Beach County Jail. Both are facing several charges, including first-degree murder.
Well, Palm Beach County is stepping up traffic enforcement to protect the most vulnerable people on our roadways, pedestrians, and bicyclists.
That's right. The Sheriff's Office says this is all about increasing awareness and compliance with life-saving traffic laws. Our Steve King joins us now from Palm Beach County with a look at what to expect out on the roads in the coming months. It's just a tragic story right now to get to. Developing in Alaska, 4 children are dead after officials say a teen shot his siblings and then himself. Alaska State Troopers say the 15-year-old shot the 3 other children at their Fairbanks home. Ages of the victims are 5, 8, and 17 years old. There were also 3 other children under the age of 7 who troopers say were at the home at the time of the shooting, but good news is they were not harmed. Troopers say the parents were not home at the time of the shooting. Please, so Mikey walked in today. He says, Shayne, you're not going to be the best dressed dude on air today.
I love it. You're looking sharp.
Let me see you, boy. He's fresh. He's fresh.
Well, we also have to say Mikey is a local boy.
Yes.
Grew up in Fort Pierce. Lump sum.
Oh, yeah. 602 mil, 30 years. Get hit by a bus tomorrow, and that's it.
Well, that's one way to think positive.
I'm just saying, give me my money now.
Take care of my family and friends. I mean, all that stuff is so lavish. You're not going to spend money on that unless you already have play money.
That commercial? It's my money, and I want it now.
Exactly.
Yeah.